Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Liam Douglas here. And in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about the Fuji X Summit, which happened earlier today. Now, I happened to be lucky enough that I was up at 5 a.m. Eastern time, so I was able to watch it live. And I must say, I was really disappointed. I mean, the only thing they announced was the XS20 in an 8mm 3.5 lens. Why? Nobody that shoots Fujifilm is asking for an 8mm lens. Nobody. What is the purpose of making this one lens at a fixed focal length that nobody cares about? They already have the 8-16. Why do they need an 8mm prime and a 3.5? It just made no sense whatsoever. And why give us a replacement for an entry-level body and nothing else? They gave us the XS20, which, yeah, it has some new bells and whistles over the XS10, larger battery. But it has the older 4th generation 26 megapixel sensor, but it has the 5th generation processor. And I guess that's to make the autofocus better, which it did look better. I'll give them credit for that. But Fuji, what are you doing? You've got to give us more. You discontinued a whole plethora of cameras in the last couple of months, and then you give us nothing new but an XS20 and an 8mm lens nobody wanted. It's just really bizarre and confusing. Fuji had always been known in the past for giving their customers what they asked for. Well, nobody's asking for an 8mm lens, so why would you give it to us when nobody wants it? I mean, I have no reason to buy it. Why would I spend $800 on an 8mm lens? There's just no point to it whatsoever. Now, granted, they did announce that as of tomorrow we'll be able to download a new smartphone app for our Fuji cameras, the Fujifilm X app, which does look exciting, and it looks like it is going to be a lot better than their old Camera Connect app, which they've been promising us a new revamp of the app for like 5 years now. And they just finally are releasing one. But then again, the video was confusing when they were talking about the app, because the gentleman in the video specifically stated that all Fujifilm cameras with Bluetooth would be able to use this new app. And yet when you go to the Fujifilm website and click on the list of compatible cameras for the new app, the GFX50R is not mentioned, even though it's a camera with Bluetooth. They already released the firmware updates for all the other bodies that are going to be supported with the new app, the XT4, the XE4, the X Pro 3, the X100 or GFX 100S, the 50S2, all of those bodies, but not the 50R. And then to make matters worse, not only was there what they said versus what they have on their website confusing, but then to make things more confusing, I read an article just a little while ago on The Verge where the author of that article had had a chance to see the new app in action and talk to Fujifilm a little bit about it, and he was told that the 50R is supported. Well, it can't be supported if you didn't release a new firmware for it, which you didn't. So is the camera supported or is it not supported? And if it's not, then why did you say in the X Summit today that all Fujifilm cameras with Bluetooth would be able to use the new app? Now, if it's a matter of some of the older cameras with Bluetooth wouldn't be supported for, a couple of months down the road or something until an app update is released, fine, but at least tell us that. I don't want to have to use 2 different apps to control my Fujifilm cameras. The X app for my 2 XT4s, my X Pro 3 and my XE4, and then the old remote control app from Fujifilm only for the GFX50R. And what really bugs me is one of the biggest things I've always wanted for the 50R is better geotagging capabilities, because currently in their remote camera app it sucks. You have to link your phone to your camera, and then your phone only shares the geotagging information when you go in and manually push it to the camera. where they're saying with the new app, it'll automatically pull in the GPS information every 10 seconds from the phone, that the app will do it automatically, which is wonderful. That's great. That's the way Canon's app worked, and Nikon's and Sony's. So it's good that they're finally giving us that functionality. But why not support one of their most popular GFX cameras? Now, I know maybe the 50R didn't sell as many units as the 100S or the 50S or the 50S2, but still, there are a lot of dedicated GFX 50R shooters out there that would love to have this new app. I know because I'm the admin of the largest group for the GFX 50R on Facebook. And we have thousands of members that would love to have that new app for their 50Rs. And it just seemed bizarre that Fuji gave us the XS20 in this oddball lens, but they didn't give us any flagship style bodies. No X Pro 4, nothing. So it just made the whole summit confusing. I mean, if all you were going to announce is a $1,300 entry-level camera and a lens that nobody wanted, hell, you should have just postponed the X Summit until summertime when you had something more to announce, instead of just leaving us hang high and dry. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications, enter my 10,000 subscriber contest. You can find the official rules and all the information in the description of this video. All right, that's it for me. I will see you in my next video.